opinions expressed on this program are the views of the host and guests and not necessarily those of KTLV radio station. Any products endorsed on this program do not represent an endorsement by KTLV Radio, its staff, or management.
Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by Miss Black Oklahoma 2005. It is time now to talk about Miss Black Oklahoma, the social event of the year. What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about the opportunities that are afforded to those that participate in the pageant. It's more than an opportunity. It's an experience that will help young people throughout their entire career. Now, I would like for you to get your pencils out and take these dates down, because you will hear about Miss Black Oklahoma all over the state of Oklahoma. Are you ready? We will start out on January the 29th at the University of Central Oklahoma. I want to repeat that. We will start out on January the 29th at University of Central Oklahoma. Now, you cannot afford to miss that pageant. That's January the 29th at the University of Central Oklahoma. On February the 5th, all eyes will be in Muskogee, Oklahoma, where Miss Black Muskogee will be held. That's on February the 5th. On March the 5th, Miss Black Oklahoma City will be held. Miss Black Oklahoma City will be held on March the 5th. Those of you that are interested in participating in these pageants, you must sign up before February the 1st. On March 19th, Miss Black Tulsa will be held. That's Miss Black Tulsa on March 19th. On March 11th, Miss Black Rose State will be held. Once again, on March 11th, Miss Black Rose State will be held. On April the 23rd, Miss Black Langston University. Now, some contestants have already been selected. For example, Miss Black Moore is Emerald Marsha. Emerald Marsha. For the first time, Betha will have a contestant in the state pageant. Yes. Let me run down so you won't miss it. On January the 29th, Miss Black UCO. On February the 5th, Miss Black Muskogee. On March 19th, Miss Black Tulsa. Oklahoma City, Miss Black Oklahoma City on March the 5th. Miss Black Rose State on March 11th. Miss Black Langston University on April the 23rd. Now, Miss Black Rose State, once again, and you don't want to miss any of these pageants because you want to see our young lady. Those of you that have listened, you've heard the results of the Miss Black Oklahoma. You've heard the melodious voices of young ladies that have participated. Those of you that attended the Martin Luther King breakfast at Midwest City, you saw Miss Black Rose State and Miss Rose State singing together. That's what it's all about. Those of you that attended the ceremony at St. John's Baptist Church, you heard that last song by a previous contestant of Miss Black, Oklahoma. So once again, I want to tell you, because I know you want to be a part of it. Miss Black Muskogee, February the 5th. Miss Black Tulsa, March 19th. Miss Black Oklahoma City, March 5th. Miss Black Rose State, March 11th. Miss Black Langston University, April the 23rd. Miss Black Rose State, once again, March 11th. Miss Black UCO, January the 29th. Now you have it. Now you have it, and I know you must be happy because you realize that you are part of Miss Black Oklahoma. You have produced a beautiful young lady. You have done it. Now, if you have a daughter, a granddaughter, a cousin, a friend that would like to participate, all you have to do is to call me at 424-3949 or call any of the workers in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. The staff will meet on Monday at 6 o'clock at Freedom Center, where they will get the go-ahead signal for the 2005 Miss Black Oklahoma. The state pageant will be held in Oklahoma City, June 18th through the 25th. We will be worshiping at the Prospect Baptist Church in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This portion of our program has been brought to you by Miss Black Oklahoma 2005. Well, today is a beautiful day, and certainly wherever you are enjoying life, and life is really important. I know you are enjoying it. I know you want to be a part of it. So enjoy life while you can. Today we are very excited because this is the day. One writer said, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And that is exactly what we are going to do. Now, we are here at Freedom Center on our way to the radio station. And those of you that are supposed to be here this morning, come on up. And I'm so excited because today the state meet of the NAACP will be held here at Freedom Center. We are real excited about it, and I know you are too. Not only that, you have been asking us, when are we going to sell catfish dinner? But let me tell you, we're going to sell catfish dinners today. And those of you that want a catfish dinner starting at 11:30, you can come up and get your catfish dinner, and you can feel good. Catfish is good for you. It makes you think. It makes you think. And it's nothing like somebody that can already think. This is Clara Luper. This portion of our program is being brought to you by Gates Barbershop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Mr. Gates will give you just the kind of haircut that you want, that you need. Don't worry. Just come on up to Gates Barbershop. You don't have to have an appointment, but just come on up. Hometown Groceries, located at 2001 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. You don't have to call. All you have to do is to go up, and they will be open late for your convenience. When we think of daycare, what do we think about? Oh, it's simple. We think about Johnson Sardinas, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Now, let me give you that telephone number, 424-4656. Johnson Sardinas, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Johnson Shadinos is noted for its expert care of your children. Let them feel safe. Safe with people that really care. I want you to just visit Johnson Shadinos. I want you to see the library. I want you to see the home away from home. And it's more than that because it's a business. You can go to a grocery store. You can go to a post office. And they have teachers that are trained to give your child an early start. And that's what we need. Allstate Insurance Company's agent, Marilyn Hildred, would like to thank you for what you have done through the years. You have put her up as one of the top insurance agents in this nation. Her office is located at 730 North of Britton Road. The telephone number is 843-0811. That's Allstate Insurance Company, 730 North Britton Road in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Speaking of flowers, we're going into February, and that's the month where you express your love to your wife, your girlfriend, your friends, your mother. And let me tell you where you can get some beautiful flowers at Black's Flower Shop. 8485 Northeast 23rd Street. You may call 424-4715. 424-4715. I have told you the dates of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. You may call me today, or you may come by Freedom Center and say, I have a daughter that I want to put into the pageant. Well, it's time to talk about the NAACP because the national office has announced the mammoth NAACP membership drive. Would you like for Oklahoma City to be number one in membership based upon the population of our city? And all you will have to do is to come by Freedom Center today and check out your NAACP membership. I would be ashamed if I were black and was not a member of the NAACP. And I would be doubly ashamed if I were white and I had benefited by the experiences of the NAACP if I were not a member. So I don't want you to go around thinking that the NAACP is a black organization. The NAACP is an integrated organization. It started that way. If you would check your history, you would note that some of the founders of the NAACP forefathers were members of the Abolitionist Society. Know your history. Understand where you have been in order that you can understand where you have to go. We cannot do like an ostrich and stick our hands in the sand and pretend that we don't remember. Those of you that live in Edmond, Moore, Putnam City, Nichols Hills, those of you that live in the Spencer White area, remember it was the NAACP that made it possible for you to be there. Whatever you do, don't forget where you came from because you will know where you have to go. This is the first generation of blacks that did not have to experience the kind of discrimination that we had to experience. And don't ever think that you made it by yourself. You are standing on the back of those pioneers that worked. And if I were a black minister in Oklahoma City, I would be ashamed if I were not a member of the NAACP and had not encouraged my people to do the same. You know, it's easy to come into Oklahoma City now, go into the hotels and restaurants. But you got to remember Reverend Perry, Reverend Provo, Dr. Wynn, Reverend W.K. Jackson, and all of the preachers that were a part of the movement. And you can holler and yell, but remember that you are standing on the back of those that have participated. Here's Calvin, and here he is.
Here's Calvin. Good morning, Oklahoma City. Welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show. By now, you know that you should already have your pencil. You should already have your paper. You should already be ready to listen and to write down some of the great things that will be happening here on the Clara Luper Radio Show. Very special Saturday. Last Saturday this time, all of us were getting ready to participate in the Martin Luther King Day Parade. Thank you, Roosevelt Milton. Did a fantastic job. And now we're interested in knowing how you felt about the route. It was a long route, but I was so proud of my sister, Merle Nielsen, with Allstate Insurance. They walked the whole route, all the way down past Douglas High School. Go Merle, go Merle. But then that just shows a part of our dedication, not only to the cause, but to our concerns for the community. Give us a chance. Give Allstate a chance. That number is 67. Oh, I'm going to give the wrong number. 843-0811. Merle Hildred is an Allstate agent that I recommend. The other agents are good. Now, I'm not saying they're not, but I have to brag on my baby sister. Now, she's tough, and she'll make sure that she stays tough for you. 730 West Britain Road is that address. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to be there. We want you to any of your insurance needs, helicopters, airplanes, home, life, any of your insurance needs. But then this has been a very exciting week because I've had an opportunity to see a lot of things and to go a lot of places. Now, Mom's going to tell you about OCU. She'll tell you more about the other activities that she's gone to. But then the thing is for you to listen. Call that friend. Call that neighbor. Invite them to be a part of this live and in beautiful living color on a beautiful Saturday morning here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We're starting from, but we're reaching out across the world. Hey, Joe, over there in Malay, don't worry about it. Malik, did I pronounce that right? Malik, don't worry about it, Joe. We're coming through loud and clear. So, Lex, do me a favor. Hit that record for me, and let's go, because I know it's a good song, and we need a little relaxation here because of the fact that it's a tense time. This is a time where we have to be concerned not only about our kids, but other folks' kids. And then also the Cap Apple side, Soul Bowl is coming up shortly. But we'll tell you more about that. Go, Lex. Go, Lex.
Yes, that was it. You've done all you can. Just stand anyhow. Oklahoma City, you do not want to miss this New Year's blowout sale. The sale is now going on now at 5027 North Spencer Road in Spencer, Oklahoma. The sale will start this morning at 11 a.m. and will last to 4 p.m. Everything in the store must go. Now, don't forget, if you love black art, black figurines, if you like odds and ends, if you are looking for just the thing that you need to set your house off, be sure and go to 5027 North Spencer Road in Spencer, Oklahoma. They have some one-kind pieces. They have reduced everything, and everybody is welcome. Now, you may call 202-0016. Let me give you that again. You do not want to miss this New Year's blowout at 5027 North Spencer Road, and everything is for sale. Dealers, you are welcome to. Call 202-0016, or you may call 771-5575. Don't miss it. Please Don't miss it. Well, there's so much to talk about. And when you get ready to talk, don't forget that Gospel World Music Store, located at 4339 Southeast of 15th Street in Dale City, Oklahoma. You can get Bibles, CDs, tapes, sheet music, gospel plays, books, church supplies. Everything that you need, you can get. Don't forget, and don't you miss. Don't miss going and seeing what's happened. It's easy to talk. It's easy to say, Clara, I'm with black folks. I'm with you all the way. But how many of you shop with blacks? How many of you? How many of you support the black restaurant in the northeast part of Oklahoma City? How many are planning your activities in the northeast section of Oklahoma? Everybody talking about business, business, business. What is business? Business is business. Why don't you go today to an eating place in northeast Oklahoma City and enjoy some real good soul food? And if you don't like soul food, you can get another time.
Now we're in the studio here at KTLV. We had to go by Freedom Center and make sure that our children were ready to go because they are there. And they are looking for you to come by and get some good old catfish. Come by Freedom Center. Now, I know Coco is waiting to call me. I know As I See It is waiting to call me, and I know other reporters are willing to call me. How did you enjoy the programs? That I cannot stop talking about Rogers School and our Black History program. I cannot stop talking about it. Nor can I stop talking about David Webb, the chief of police at Spencer, and what he has been able to do with the Martin Luther King speeches. He has been able to take them out of the sleepy pages of American history and throw them at us to such an extent that he moves our hearts. He spoke at Fifth Street Baptist Church, and that church has never seen anything like it. A male, yes, thank you, David Webb. David Webb and his rendering of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. He did it for the Alpha to the Mountaintop. He did it for Fifth Street Baptist Church and part of their Black History program. And speaking of Black History, next month is Black History Month, and there are programs all over this city. And I would like to thank those of you that have invited me to be a part of the programs. I really appreciate it. I would like to say Fifth Street's program will be as usual. We will have a breakfast in memory of my mother, Mrs. Isabel Shepard, that is being paid for by her children. We will honor two of our outstanding members of Fifth Street Baptist Church, Mrs. Bernice McDaniels and Mrs. Moon, who have worked in the church for years and years. Well, I'll tell you more about that. This is Clara Luper. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
This is Rosemary Walker.
Yes.
As I see it, we're going to have all our friends to come by Freedom Center today. It's a nice, sunshine, cold, crispy day, and there's no need for you to make an excuse to come by. You say you love us, we want to know it by you coming by the Freedom Center. See what's going on, if nothing else. That's the way I see it.
Okay, I know you got that catfish, right?
Yes.
You've ordered that catfish?
Yes.
Okay, well, we are on our way. Miss Rosie Walker, what did you think of the services last Sunday at St. John's Baptist Church?
That was outstanding. outstanding. I tell you, I enjoy everything was superb. I loved it. The speaker was out of sight. The singing and everybody else spoke. We had three, just for us to say, three speakers, Mrs. Luper and lawyer, our good lawyer Green, and judge, and also the speaker that we had there. So we had three.
Oh, you must have had four,
speakers.
because if you're taking one, you can't leave all the superintendent of Millwood School.
Oh, no, all the speakers were good. We had, I mean, they were good, all of them.
Okay, well, thank you so very kindly, and we'll see you at Freedom Center where we can get some good old catfish.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Mrs. Maxine Stale is in charge of the food at Freedom Center. It's interesting how these people volunteer to make a difference. Okay, this is Clara. Hello?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. The NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I invite you all out in Radio Land to come join and learn with us, because I guarantee you will learn something new. Also, next month is Black History Month, so I challenge all of the youth to hit the books and learn more about your Black history. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Coco, did you see the parade last week?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What did you think? They say 15,000 people in Oklahoma City saw that parade.
The parade, that was one of the best parades that I've been to. It was a very long parade, and I believe, was this the first time that it went to Douglas High School?
Okay, yes.
I believe that they should do that every year.
Okay, well, thank you, Coco. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today's show is really a special show because I've told you when the Miss Black Oklahoma pageants will be held. And you may call me while I'm out here, 672-1220, those of you that would like to put your children in the program. Now, don't wait until the last minute, because after February the 1st, we are not taking any contestants for the Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant. We need your support, and we need you to help. If you have a child that's shy, that's a child we want to see. We want to help that child face.
Especially the fish dinner that we are having today. Now, come on by, because we have given you a break, and you've been saying, when are you going to have fish? When are you going to have fish? Okay, we have this fish ready for you today, so come on up and get yourself a wonderful fish dinner. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be a soul dinner. We sell soul dinners, non-soul dinners, inside soul dinners, outside soul dinners. So just come on, you name it. And if you have a new name, we'll look at that also. So come by and get some fish today, because we will be there looking for you. And Ms. Luper, I want to congratulate you also on the programs that they had at St. John, because they had some wonderful speakers, and they spoke well. And I want to congratulate all the speakers, and I wouldn't dare call a name because I'd sure forget one or leave one off. But I do want them to know that I was there, and I enjoyed their speeches, and because they were so informative and had a lot of good food for thought, if we just thought about it. And I hope from some of the talks that somebody will come by on Monday night and say, I heard those speeches, and I'm going to come and join the NAACP and be a part of the NAACP. Because, Mr. Luper, as I'm looking at this world now, as I am looking at this world through my two eyes, seemingly, we have been pushed down, pushed back, stepped over, and everything. But to me, our society, our elite society, is looking at the blacks in a different eye. Because all the blacks who are in that top echelon, especially where the money is, if you look at it, they're always coming in contact with those persons, and those persons always have some kind of charge against them, and it's always sex. This is the thing I can't understand. I just can't understand that. And I wish somewhere in my society, and before I leave this earth, that somebody can explain that to me. why is it the blacks that's succeeding, each time they get ready to put some kind of charge against them, it has to be related to sex. I don't know that. I don't know why. And sometimes, somewhere in my mind, I wonder, America.
Okay.
I wonder.
Okay, well, thank you,
Madam.
Letty. I had the opportunity to speak at the state capitol during the bell ringing ceremony. And I delivered, I think, the greatest speech that I've ever delivered in my life. And I want to see if you are with me. As I stood in front of that Liberty Bell, and I remember the words, proclaim liberty throughout the land. And I looked at our state capitol, and I thought about Ralph Ellison, who wrote The Invisible Man. And on the south side of our state capitol, we have a cowboy, we have a white man, we have an Indian, but we are invisible. And at that speech, which lasted exactly 2 minutes, I said, we want a black person on that in front of our capitol. You know, people come here from all over the world and they leave Oklahoma thinking that nobody made a contribution to Oklahoma but the Indians and the whites. But we want to tell them, we want to show that there were some blacks too. And I was so proud of the governor. The governor said, Miss Luper, I'll be happy to cooperate. And I couldn't see, to save my soul, how all of these black elected officials, all of the black high-paid salaries that work at the state capitol have not seen and have not asked for a black statue. Now, I don't care who you are, you're still black. You can be representative black, senator black, PhD black, you're still black. Now, we remember when the blacks were in the basement at the Capitol. They have moved up now. And as you move up, you need to have a symbol out there that represent those black hands that cut the wood, that plowed, that built Oklahoma. Now, I don't know how you feel out in Radio Land. I don't know whether you be with me or not. But I do know that the people that's coming here from all over the world do not see anything black at that Capitol outside. Oh, I know the blacks that they have inside. I'm talking about outside. Because most of the people that come to the Capitol don't go out inside. They go outside. Calvin, you told me, Mama, you talk too much. Well, I have something to talk about. Somebody's going to have to cry out for our people. Because it was blacks that participated in the run. It was blacks. Now let me spell it. Capital B-L-A-C-K-S. Now you're so proud of your heritage. Okay, wonder who's on my side. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
but
know.
I can tell you this. I can spell that. No, N-O-B-O-D-Y. Because of the fact, Mom, you know, black folk do not exist in Oklahoma.
According to what's at the state capitol.
Well, I mean, no, not only according to the physical presence at the state capitol, but then, you know, black folk are not here. You know, we're the lowest on the test scores. We're the lowest.
Not
on
all
the
of us,
economic
just a
score.
few of us.
I mean, I'm just talking overall.
Can we have someone on the line?
Well, Mom, you don't want me. Okay, hello on the line. How you doing on the line?
I'm blessed. I am calling to comment on I feel what way past due for our statue. Also, the parade for the first time, me being able to attend the parade. I thought the parade went well. I thought it was very spacious to be able to move around and be on each side of the streets. And kind of a little bit disappointed in some of the people when you want to show the festivities of the great man, of how we feel, and we're tossing candy and the people, I guess the age from 17 to 25, they kind of got disrespectful when we're trying to show the festivities, you know, it's kind of hurt my heart to know that our people are not trying to enjoy the moment of it.
Did you see the Omega Psi Phi fraternity?
Did you see the Zeta Phi Betas, the AKs, and all? I don't want you to be disgusted, because those of us that saw the parade at the president's inauguration parade, you saw the people that was booing and all of that. But sometimes our people are so drunk with historical amnesia that they do not realize the significance of Martin Luther King's Day.
Right.
During Black History Month, we are going to let you hear some words by Martin Luther King that you have never heard. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be disgusted. Just be real. Because
be
proud.
I was proud of those Omegas.
I was proud of everybody that participated in the parade.
Yeah, I was proud.
That was a long walk, too.
Yeah, I started at the walk at Ralph Ellison, and then I did the whole parade. And it's like there was more people at the parade than there was walk. That's what we should be our main concern about the walk.
Okay, well, thank you so very kindly, and thank you for calling.
That's a good idea, though, because of the fact you can start off there with the Ralph Ellison celebration, the silent march. Then you can move on down the line, and as the parade passes, you can become a part of it. But maybe next year. Thank you, Roosevelt Milton. You did a good job. The planning was tough. I got to thank my city council.
And okay, we have someone on the line, Calvin.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we're live and in beautiful living color. How are you doing? You're doing real well. You're doing so well that I missed the call. So let me try you again. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, all right. This is Elder Walker. I'm a few words. Sometimes we get on and use the whole program, but I want to say one thing in behalf of Mrs. Luper. One of these days, maybe somebody in the black race is going to wake up and see the works that she done. We sit tight and wait till something is activated and it went through, and then we sit back behind trees and thing and grumble. But stay forward, Sister Luper, and I'm at your back, praying for you each and every day. This is Elder Walker.
Okay, Elder Walker. Thank you. You've already supported me.
The way they go.
Okay.
And Mom, you tried to walk that parade, and you did, but
I walked from Ralph Ellison.
You did the Ralph Ellison to the Bell.
You're right. Not to the Bell. I wrote to Lottie. I've been walking that for a long time, since we first started. Mm-hmm. This is Clara Luper, and I want to know how you feel about what my big speech that I delivered at the Capitol in front of the Bell, what I asked the governor, and what I'm asking you. Do you think we deserve
I'm going to
one?
break this verb. It ain't going to be no black folk on that state capitol ground. No, underground, we had a good idea. I had a good idea. There's a tunnel that runs under Lincoln. Maybe that's where we should have our black folk statue.
Okay, Calvin.
Good morning, caller.
You're sitting up here in the 21st century, and your mind is back in slavery.
No, I'm
time.
just realizing.
I'm saying that we need to be like everybody else.
It's a tunnel. And we had Underground Railroad, and all fits in.
Calvin, you're on a limb by yourself.
Okay.
Your thinking is just like your singing.
Oh,
this is Clara Luper. Hello.
How you doing? Okay.
Good morning. We're ready for selling dinners this morning.
Are you?
Yes,
Where we have.
I wanted to have some good black eyed peas, because black eyed peas in January represents a good year. And so part of the dinner we will have some good black-eyed peas and fatback and cornbread.
Where is this?
So please come down. But you know what, Mrs. Luper?
Yes.
I've been considering this thing, and you know what? That was a Holocaust that happened to black people. More black people were devastated, not only short-term but long-term in terms of emotional. As a counselor, I know that from an emotional standpoint, it was a Holocaust. The lynchings and the continuous treatment was just a Holocaust on our minds. And we are now feeling like we're inferior and that we don't belong. And so that's why oftentimes we stay back from the NAACP and anything that will remind us of the trauma that we've gone through as black folk. and because it's just a reminder of the pain. But the way that our Jewish friends have done it is that they've embraced it and say it will never happen again.
Oh, well, thank you so very kindly.
Where's the dinner? Where's the fatback going to be? Where are the black eyed peas going to be?
Say that again. Oh, the black eyed peas are going to be at the dinner today. They're going to be part of our dinner down at the Freedom Center. Please come.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you so very kindly. And I know you all are working hard down there.
Yes. So we'll be having, and we want everybody to come out and support the children and join the NAACP. But the dinners are going to be great, fried catfish, and we are ready for them.
Okay, well, thank you so very kindly for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Don't forget that this program is being made possible by Robert Gates Barbershop, Hometown Groceries, Johnson Jardina's All-State Black Florist Company, Pollard Funeral Home. Don't forget. And you can get those flowers. You can order those flowers.
What, the Petite Beauty Salon?
5715.
What about Petite?
I want all my flowers while I live.
Oh, Mom,
I don't want
that
no
many flowers?
Yes, I want flowers. My flowers can be in the form of you're buying a catfish dinner. That's a flower. Because we've got to send our kids to Austin, Texas to participate in the regional convention. We've got to take them to the national convention. We've got to support our young people. But I want to see how you feel about this black statue. And why don't you ask your elected...
I have told you about that black statue.
Calvin, you don't believe we're going to get a black statue. I know Oklahoma, and I know there are white people in Oklahoma City and the state of Oklahoma and black people that would like to see it because it's a matter of being fair. And I tell you something you better watch. You better watch that county commissioner's office. Because they are talking about discrimination, and when they talk about discriminating against one group, repealing a case that opened the county offices and everything to all people, guess who's next?
Not me.
Yes, you're next because if they can repeal,
I got the solution to most of Oklahoma City's
okay, what is your solution?
Is to call my District 97 representative and tell them I want a statue of black folk there at the
call Representative Mike Shelton. I talked to Representative Toure has told me that he's agreeing with me.
He said that, but then the tunnel is the place for the black statue so we can be running underground and we can continue the underground philosophy and the thinking that we have here.
Calvin, we used to sing a song, if you miss me from the back of the bus, don't worry about me. Come on up to the front of the bus and I'll be sitting up there.
So proud of seeing a young man that's a supervisor now with Oklahoma City Transit Authority. Luther Vonnie, I want to give you a pat on the back, man.
Give a pat on the back to President Jemison. And do you know all of the Baptists are getting ready to get together? Now that's news.
Him on the back.
That's news when all the Baptists get ready to get together.
And
now
when he finished out there in Midwest City,
he was,
I don't know, that was fantastic.
He did a terrific job. He did a terrific job.
Because the responsibility not only lies with those of us that are here, but those of us that have to make a difference. And Pastor Jemison, those of you at St. John Baptist Church, you have to be, well, you're already proud of it.
Okay, well, one thing about it, Monday through Friday in Nashville, Tennessee, it's going to be a miracle because the Progressive National Baptist, the National Baptist Convention USA, the National Baptist Convention of America, and the National Missionary Baptist Convention of America, they all going to get together. Now, that's something.
Yeah.
To get all those Baptists together.
You know, because of the fact you think of Bishop College.
You know, some Baptist ministers in Oklahoma City don't participate in things. I don't know why. I think it's a shame that they don't participate because if they realize that these Baptist ministers are really doing a good job, they don't participate.
What a thought, Mom, because you're right.
Oh, sure, I can criticize the Baptist ministers, and that includes mine. I think that Baptist...
You talking about Fifth Street Baptist Church?
I'm talking about, sure, that's my home church, and nobody's going to run me away from that church unless they give me my investment. I've been investing in that church for years. If they give me my money, I will leave, but I'm not going to let some Turkish and some young people and some old people run me off, and I put all my money there all these years. Give me my money, and I'll take off.
Well, that's not the way you do church.
No, that's not the way. I don't know, and I don't know
right
how
way
you
to
do
do this.
church. The right way to do it is to come
to
up to Freedom Center and get some catfish.
Starting at 11
Calvin,
o'clock. But another right way to do it too, Mom, is also be extremely proud of our heritage and what we've done. You know, we look at the march and we looked at the different organizations that were
they were there.
And the fantastic job they did, the discipline.
How about those rodeos? How about those horses?
I love
horses. How about
but
those
then
horses?
Did you see what happened in Phoenix? See, in Phoenix, somebody got upset and they had a fight. The one thing that I loved about our march here in Oklahoma City, I think we understood it better than some of the people there in Phoenix because of the fact that we were there. We've been a part of the movement. We've been an integral part of the movement. And we've seen and we've heard and we've dreamed along with Martin Luther. But then we were able to put together something that really shocked the states, nation, and all of it. And it was so good, they didn't cover it good on TV. And you know it's good when they don't cover that. Unless
they'll cover
we would have had a fight or a riot or some killing or something like that, then it would have happened. It would have been covered. But, Mom, once again, the NAACP has always been there in the forefront. And this year, I think that they were definitely out there in the forefront of the activities for the Martin Luther King Day celebration. I have to thank Councilwoman, what's her name? Councilwoman, you know your name.
Oh, you do, Councilwoman
Willie Johnson, you know, definitely.
Calvin.
But thank you for doing a good thing for Oklahoma City, and especially for the attitudes of those of us here in this city.
This is a Clara Luper radio show, and today we pause. We pause in memory of one of my most faithful listeners, one of my faithful friends, and one who has done so much to make a difference, not only in my life, but in all of our lives. You have heard for many times the voice of Ann Slaughter. You have heard her crying out for the integration of schools, for the integration of housing. You've heard her voice many times because, you know, Anna Slaughter was a writer. She wrote the words to Evangelistic Yours. What about an ego? She could recite and she could bring James Weldon Johnson's words where they would stand in our hearts. The creation, the crucifixion, go down Moses. You remember her rendition of I Have a Dream, where she could take the words, the sleepy words, and throw them at us. You know the words of a teacher, and she loved Fifth Street Baptist Church. She wanted all of us to learn emergency treatments. She wanted us to learn parliamentary procedures. She served as co-chairperson of many committees and was a faithful member, not only of the Fifth Street Mission Usher Society, but also of the citywide society. It was no wonder then. And people came from all directions just to say and pay their respect to Anna Slaughter. And those of us at Fifth Street whose thoughts were made by Lydia Jackson, who had seen the works of Mrs. Slaughter, who remembered her own catfish selling days. She would call people and she would go out and deliver catfish dinners. You know that she was a member of my team, which was a winning team. But you've got to remember, as Lady Ruth Hunter said, Anna Slaughter was always with us. But Anna died and was buried. Her funeral services were held at Fifth Street Baptist Church, and the music by Debbie really expressed the love that she had for her church, and a sermon by Reverend Weekly will never be forgotten. Yes, Anna Slaughter has gone. And today, as we try to carry on without her, we don't know whether you care enough about us to come and buy a fish dinner or a button, or to say to those young people, try, go on, go on, go on. I don't know. But I do know that Anna Slaughter did as long as she lived. And may God cherish her memory. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show. And if you want to talk about love, I have had the opportunity to see Love on last Saturday night. Portwood Williams and Lucille Williams celebrated 70 years of marriage.
Ooh.
And the children and the grandchildren came from all over the country to help them celebrate. And those of you that were not there, I'm going to tell you, I have never in all my life seen anything like it. And I attended a dinner in which Miss Eleanor Roosevelt sponsored. I have attended all kinds of dinners, but let me tell you something. We were at the Waterford Marriott Hotel. Our dinner was served in courses. Give me some soup. Give me a salad. Oh, bring the food out. Oh, but the program. And those are the most talented people that I've ever seen. I know some years ago I had the opportunity to teach all of the Portwood's kids. And I say to Mr. and Miss Portwood, anybody that can have kids as brilliant as your kids, you ought to have some more. And they told me it was none of my business. This is Clara Luper. And Calvin, I know you want to sing today.
Oh, Mom,
I know you want to sing
You
today.
really led me in on that one. Because of the fact, no way that I could.
You wasn't on that program.
No, they didn't.
They
Portwood.
They didn't invite you to sing on that program.
Kenya, what's his name? Kenya
West. Oh,
he didn't
my
invite
goodness.
me. Nobody invited me to do anything. Matter of fact, they put me back in a corner where I was near there. But that was so much talent, so much beauty.
They have talent.
And
Now, you just have to give it
so
to
much
them.
love there.
Love.
You got to give it
Some
to
people throw their grandparents away.
No, not
Not
Portwood Williams.
And Portwood Williams said,
Oh.
I'm the master.
I'm the master.
And he's a master.
Mrs. Williams, I'm so
Oh,
glad
she's
she
so
was there.
beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Say,
Calvin, you better sing because
Mom, I can't
we got to
sing.
get. I'm hungry. I need some catfish.
I can't sing. You want me
I
to
mean-
sing, and I can't sing. Now,
No, I didn't say you.
Okay.
I didn't say you could sing.
Oh, just sing, ain't. It's hard. Let me get up. Let me get it right here.
Get it
because
right,
of the
Calvin.
fact
You've been
this
practicing.
is.
You've been
This
practicing.
is.
You
I
should
tried
be better.
something new. I tried the heartbeat. That didn't work. But then I know this, and Mrs. Posey is getting ready to celebrate her 97th birthday.
And she's in the hospital.
And she's in the hospital, but I know she's listening. I know also there at Fifth Street Baptist Church, there are 3 people's names that I didn't write down because of the emotional time that I got them. But I know that you are Aquarius, and I know that you are listening. And I want you to be a part of this. But Tammy Brown, Tammy, you hit past 44, girl. But happy birthday, Happy birthday to you, Birthday. Happy birthday, Tammy. Happy birthday, Mrs. Posey. Happy birthday, the Aquarius people there at Fifth Street. But happy birthday to you. May you have many, many more.
Oh, this is Clara Luper saying you call me about pages. If you want your child to be a page between the ages of 3 and 16, you can come by Freedom Center today and sign up because after February the 1st, we will not take any more pages for this year. This is Clara Luper saying, if you love me, baby, prove me. Thank you, Governor, for saying that you will help us get a statue at the Capitol. Calvin. All the people need to know, and now that the people know, they're going to act. Come on up and sign up Sign with me. Let me know you're with us, okay?
One in the tunnel.
Okay, this is Clara Luper. Black folks will be on top like everybody else because we are just like everybody else. And I better tell you, you better watch that county commissioner's office because if they knock discrimination out against one group, guess who's next? Clara Luper saying, February has been declared by us as no crime month. Do not commit any crimes in February. Clara Luper reporting. Bye-bye. And I do love you. See you at Freedom Center.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.